The significance of Akwukwo or Mile 27. Here that we are establishing as Ebendu Bine Ezuike. Nande Ndenta Nezuike. Is that it is the first place that people who came to Ibere, who anchored before entering Ozara Amakalo. It's a very historic sport because it is this very sport where a lot of civilization that came into Ibere, took its roots. That's the sport where people entered Ibere through, especially people who came from the east, the missionaries who came from Calabar via Arochukwu, Ohafia, Abreba. That is the place where they accessed Ibere from that sport. So, Opiebe, Chief Alex Ihege, thought wisely, this has to be made a historic sport. Even though at the time that all these missionaries and all the people, the missionaries and all the people were entering Ibere, they didn't, see anything different from just an entry point. But now, today, it has turned out to be a very historic place. In fact, on the negative side, Otobum, who came from somewhere around Aruchukwu, that was the point where his emissaries, first and foremost, entered Ibere through, where they met maidens at the stream and captured them and took them to the Eze of that, Amakalo, Ibere. So that they had to, give their message from Otobum, saying that Otobum was coming to fight and then enslave all the people in that area called Ibere. Eventually, they returned to Otobum, and then Otobum got ready to come back. Before then, Ibere people had decided to fight Otobum to stand still. So for that reason, they got themselves prepared, because Otobum was defeating all the clans, all the towns, from Ohafia down to Ibere. But this time, Ibere people decided that they're going to fight him to stand still. It was through that place that Otobum entered, and he came with a magical boat that sailed on dry land with skulls hung around the boat, or that was sailing on a dry land. So eventually, to cut the story, long story short, at Obonta, Otobum saw the last of his life, because that is where history was made. Destruction, the killing of Otobum, at that time, and then peace reigned at this part of the world. So for this reason and other reasons, Alex Ihege had decided that this historic place has to be made to be what it should be. A point of entry, a point of history, and then that development he expects should continue from that point. And that's why, because it's called Akwukwo, that is why right now you can see that Akwukwo, as we call it, the tree, is being planted around the place. And a lot of other developmental efforts are coming forth to ensure that this place is enshrined as the point of civilization in this part of the world.
Can you please introduce yourself to us.
Yes, thank you very much, Sonny. I'm Mrs. Frances Wamaka Kwechi. In Ibere here, I've also been given the chieftaincy title of Ada Chinyerigo of Amankalo Ibere by His late Royal Highness Eze Charles Iheke. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We identify that today is a special day because of the significance of the effect of the program we're doing today, which is supposed to be actually the official handover of the Unity Center, May 27. What do you have to say about this most important event?
Yes, I was so excited. I came all the way from Port Harcourt to be able to attend this epoch-making event. So I thought. And I was unpleasantly surprised to be confronted with a court injunction in which this event was equally stated as Iriji in disguise. But how I understood it was that Amankalo and other communities that were going to do their Iriji were going to congregate at mile 27, which is a cultural gate post. And after recognizing that as a cultural gateway where the farmers and other people would come to rest and create sort of a cultural entry into Amankalo. Amankalo has an entry, but this is from time immemorial something that people come rest, and that is why you see that some cultural sit down, what do they call it, where people sit and rest, has been created there. The place has been cleared. We want it to be used as a way of developing that area and the entry into Amankalo Ozara layout as a whole. So I really felt sad, that is my primary emotion, that people didn't recognize the significance of what was being initiated here. Just like I came back and I saw that some good-minded people had renovated Omezi Ebili Market, Ebele, and it is so beautiful now. And I hope that right-minded people will continue doing these things in Ibere to raise up Ibere's not only physical development, but cultural development. Our children need to know where we are coming from. They need to understand the history. And you, Sonny, you are doing so much to keep bringing in different aspects of our culture so that those who don't know will learn. This was supposed to be one of them. And it's a pity that people did not understand that. It has nothing to do with any political anything. It is just a unity center, and we hope that in the future it will be that, and that people will write anything that was not well done, well communicated.
Thank you very much. I also want you to make a point on the unity aspect of that particular center. The unity aspect, because that center was supposed to be a unity point for not only Amankalo but entire Ibere community. Can you make a remark on the unity aspect of that?
Yes. I emphasize it because some of the elders of the autonomous community, as the Chukwu Okorie, I think, Okorie of Okafia, as the Ebiri Okoro for Humola, these people I had spoken to, and they had indicated their interest and their willingness to come there because they recognized that it was a rallying point, and it is a rallying point. So many of the elders who understand know that it is not just Amankalo. Amankalo is not isolated from the rest of Ibere. But Ibere as a whole can rally around any community that has not, I don't know whether I will use Igbo, has yellow Nwea very well, to join others in the progressive movement of development from all aspects. There is that emphasis of unity. And that is why I came all the way from Port Harcourt. Because I know that if Amadi Kweche was alive, this is the kind of thing that he would support wholeheartedly. and therefore I am supporting it. We need this thing and things like this for unity. Igbere needs unity. We don't need superficial development. We need real unity as Igbo people, as Igbere people, people who know their history. We need unity.
Olaga ni biazugo mmanwụ olaga do ni biazugo agbanwe nwilochi o biko rapụ zoro ka ọ nabazi ya.
Ekwenuchi,